to Movie Mayhem here at Superior Works Cinema, where we watch all the movies. Today is our first installment of our director series on Terry Gilliam. Gilliam has been, a big favorite of mine since forever, really. The guy really, I think he's pretty much only made out of the park films. Some are really weird, like Zero Theorem, and you watch it from a narrative perspective, you might knock him and say, what the hell is this? But from an overall perspective, and the way he's able to craft a unique world, unique story, and even a unique way of telling the story, brings so much merit to everything he does that it's just impossible not to, recognize it. And just a brief note on Gilliam, most of his films have gotten excellent treatments. You can see, Criterion's done a few, and all the rest have very good additions, with the exception, of course, of Brothers Grimm, which who knows if we'll ever see the uncut version of that. But I decided to watch 12 Monkeys as part of a Christmas movie watching, because there is a Christmas tree in the film. That's pretty much the criteria we use for watching Christmas films, so we don't watch the same ones every year. But, so, that out of the way, this movie really holds up. I mean, at this point I believe it's like 20 years old, and it just works. The way the narrative is told, the problems they're encountering, they all still kind of relate to today. And since it's a time travel movie, the fact that there's no cell phones, no modern technology is fine because they're in those years. And the future state, you have no idea really when that is. I mean, except guessing by Cole's age, Bruce Willis' character. I mean, you could guess it's like 20, 30, maybe 40 years in the future, who knows. But around that time frame. But, I mean, from the first second of this film, you are pulled into a different world. And this is where Gilliam is so brilliant. The design, the costumes, the way he does those angles, it's stuff you don't really see outside of Gilliam or... I know the guys who kind of rip off Gilliam with their camera work. Name escapes me. City of Lost Children and Delicatessen. But they kind of use a lot of that camera effects, which was, you could really tell in a lot of Gilliam's work from Time Bandits and Munchausen. But in here, it's able to yank me out of my reality and put me into Gilliam's 1996 or future post-apocalyptic 1996. The weird, pumping mechanisms, the strange plastic stuff, just gives everything such a sterile, eerie, dystopian feel. And they bring up very early that, you can't change the past. The past is set in motion, and that's why they only wanted him to gather data and do this. So you're set up from the beginning knowing that he's going to fail the second he wants to do this. But the way this narrative is done, Gilliam makes you forget that. You think, oh man, he's going to solve it and stop all this from happening. And you kind of get sucked into that hysteria, and it's a really good trick. He doesn't lie to you to do it. I mean, he makes it very clear up front. This is going to end badly. They're just hoping they can find a cure and try to reestablish humanity after it. One of the other utterly just fantastic parts of this movie, no matter how many times I've seen it, is midway through the movie, I start to doubt. It's like, wait, is Cole crazy? Maybe he is? The way they have him suggesting the idea to Brad Pitt's character and vice versa, and him finding out about it, and the fact that Cole's brain kind of shatters with each time he goes back and forth in time. You're like, wait, so are we seeing his memory? Are we seeing what really happened? Are we seeing his version of what happened? Or is the guy actually completely insane? And since they don't really give you a lot of explanation how some of this is working, you don't know. And the surreal part, like when he comes back for that last time, where he comes back and they're like singing to him. It's so eerie. Like, wait, is he crazy? Maybe he is crazy. And you almost believe it until the characters themselves realize when Madeline Stowe runs over and talks about the phone call, and you know, she's so happy, like, oh, it wasn't real, it wasn't real. And then he remembers that he heard the recording, as does the audience, and you're like, oh, yeah, no, this is still going to end badly, just like we were told at the beginning of the movie. So that's one thing. I don't know. This is totally holds up. Music, score is fantastic. Set design, absolutely brilliant. You're not going to hear me ever say anything bad about Gilliam, other than maybe this movie was really weird and I didn't understand half of what was going on until I watched it 12 times. That is, you know, an honest criticism I could get. The first time I saw Brazil, I was like, I think I like this movie. And I wasn't sure, honestly wasn't sure. Like, I felt like I might have liked it, but I didn't understand what the hell was happening enough to know if I liked it. 12 Monkeys, this is a great introductory film to Gilliam. It's, man, I'm going to say probably, with the exception maybe of Brothers Grimm, this is the absolute easiest film, I think, to show anyone else outside of film buffs, because it doesn't go so far on the what the holy fuck is happening era that you can follow it. I mean, Time Bandits, that one's pretty solid, but it's still very strange. So, that would be another one maybe. But most of them, no, they're just so weird that you got to go in and say, hey, this movie's really weird. I think you want to watch it. And I think you can get anybody who loves film will enjoy the film. So, there you go. That's the first one in our Gilliam series. Let me know your favorite Gilliam movies. And we'll see you here next time at Movie Mayhem.